breaking Barcelona news. The atmosphere around FC Barcelona is electric as the club prepares for their historic return to the Spotify Camp Nou this weekend. But just days before the massive clash against Athletic Club, Marcus Rashford has missed training. Don't worry, we have all the confirmed details. Why he was absent, when he's returning, and what it means for Hansi Flick's starting 11. Plus, huge updates on Raphinha's comeback, Ronald Araujo's return from international duty, and the explosive political war erupting between Victor Font and Joan Laporta. And stay tuned, we're also breaking down Font's shocking claims that Laporta chose Florentino Pérez over Lionel Messi. Smash the like button, subscribe for daily Barca updates, and let's dive straight into the drama. Barcelona winger misses training today with club permission ahead of Athletic Club clash. FC Barcelona are just days away from finally stepping back into the Spotify Camp Nou, and the anticipation around the club is building rapidly. Their upcoming La Liga fixture against Athletic Club will be the first match played at the renovated stadium, making it a highly emotional and historic moment for supporters and players alike. As the team prepares for this special return, both the coaching staff and the squad have been working with maximum intensity to ensure they deliver a strong performance. But in today's training session, there was a noticeable absence. Marcus Rashford did not participate in any part of the workout. According to Javi Miguel of Diario AS, the English attacker skipped the entire session and did not join the group for drills or fitness work. The situation is not a cause for concern. The journalist reports that Rashford is not injured and did not train today because he had permission from the club due to personal matters. He is expected to return on Friday. For Hansi Flick and the rest of the team, this is encouraging news for Barcelona, especially considering the excellent form Rashford has shown recently. Raphinha is also expected to rejoin the squad for the upcoming match, although it appears unlikely that the Brazilian will start. This makes Rashford's potential availability even more important and provides a significant boost for Flick's side as they prepare for their long-awaited return to the Camp Nou. Report: why Barcelona forward missed training today and when he will return. As reported earlier, FC Barcelona forward Marcus Rashford was absent from the team's training session today at the Ciutat Esportiva Joan Gamper. Hansi Flick welcomed all of his players back after the international window, including Ronald Araujo, who only returned from Uruguay duty earlier this morning. But Rashford was a notable absentee in the training session as Barcelona prepared for Saturday's La Liga encounter against Athletic Club. Rashford absent due to personal reasons. It was suggested that Rashford's absence, 2 days before Barca's long-awaited return to the Spotify Camp Nou, was due to him dealing with some physical discomfort. However, according to Javi Miguel of AS, that is not the case. The English forward, on loan at Barcelona from Manchester United, missed today's training due to personal reasons. The 28-year-old had received permission from the club to remain absent. The journalist adds that Rashford will be back training with the Barcelona squad on Friday, meaning there is no risk of him being unavailable for the game against Athletic Club. This will come as a relief for Barcelona fans, considering Rashford has been one of the team's informed forwards this season. Stepping up in a huge way in Raphinha's injury-enforced absence, the Manchester United loanee has racked up 15 direct goal involvements, including 2 assists against Celta Vigo just before the international break. So, even though Raphinha, who has been out for nearly 2 months now, is expected to be back this weekend, Rashford will still have an important role to play for Barcelona. Victor Font lambasts Laporta over Lionel Messi exit. He chose Florentino Pérez over Leo. In recent weeks, Victor Font appears to have truly kick-started the upcoming Barcelona presidential election fight between him and Joan Laporta. Font, who was the runner-up in the 2021 elections, has launched his new cross-party platform, No Salters, marking a distinct shift in strategy. In a shift from his conciliatory tone in his previous campaign, Font is going out on a blistering offensive against current President Joan Laporta. In a recent interview with KT Jugs Hat Tip AS, Font criticized Laporta and his handling of various events at Barcelona, including Messi's exit. He also talked about the Super League and Real Madrid's growing influence. Font on Lionel Messi. Font specifically targeted the painful departure of Lionel Messi in 2021, accusing Laporta of prioritizing an alliance with Real Madrid and the Super League project over retaining the club's greatest ever player. Font argued that the financial levers later pulled with Sixth Street proved that retaining Messi was always a possibility, had there been a plan. Barca had the potential to retain Messi in 2021, but we got to June promising that he would be renewed at a barbecue. The moment for the signing to be made official arrived, and it didn't happen, Font explained. He claims the administration was caught unprepared and forced to choose between La Liga's CVC deal and Florentino Pérez's Super League vision. That's when Tebas came up with the CVC issue. But when you don't plan anything, you end up at the mercy of Tebas and CVC. So, he sat down with Tebas, Alejandro Echeverria and Joan Rowers, he said. Font leveled further allegations against Laporta, accusing him of choosing Florentino Pérez over Lionel Messi. They agreed that it would be done this way, and suddenly, from one day to the next, the yes turned into a no. And it turned into a no, among other things, because Florentino told Barca that he was going through CVC, to forget about the Super League. And faced with the dilemma of choosing between Messi and Florentino, he chose Florentino, he added. Font on Laporta's connection with Pérez. Victor Font further warned that Laporta is allowing Florentino Pérez to dictate the club's direction, potentially steering Barca toward a model that compromises its ownership structure. When things like what's brewing at Real Madrid happen, you pay attention. Florentino thinks he can dictate Barca's path, and we've followed him so closely that he believes he'll set the course and that Barca will have to follow it out of economic necessity, he said. Florentino thinks he's telling us what to do, what we have to do. And that with that, we'll sign Haaland. And that's the danger we face. Through good management, we can keep it as we've known it, he added. Font on rebuilding bridge with Messi. Talking about his own campaign, Font refused to deliver any transfer promises, knowing the club are yet to return to the 1:1 rule. However, the presidential candidate vowed to mend the relationship with the club's biggest star, Lionel Messi. Barca should embrace him. He's an active player, and erecting a statue of him doesn't do him justice. Understanding how we can rebuild our relationship has to be a priority. First, we need to know what Messi wants, he said. The other day he sent a cryptic message that seemed to indicate he would have been happy not to leave, but that he would like to be an active part of the club. We have to listen to him, see what would make him happy and how we can fit it in, he added. Font on Xavi being ignored by Laporta. Finally, Font talked about Xavi Hernandez, who was present in the No Salters presentation and publicly offered his support to Font. Font was quick to clarify that the club legend is not currently part of Laporta's plans. He emphasized that Xavi's attendance was a statement on the club's governance, not a job application. Xavi was there as a club legend and as someone who thinks the current club governance model isn't working. Because this way will only get worse and we won't win anything, he said. Xavi has no plans to return to Barca in the short, medium or long term according to him. And he's not part of our sporting project, he concluded. What a day of huge Barcelona headlines. From Marcus Rashford's club-authorized absence, with the forward set to return on Friday, to Raphinha preparing for his long-awaited comeback, it's clear Hansi Flick will have major decisions to make ahead of Barca's emotional return to the Camp Nou. And off the pitch, the fires are burning even hotter as Victor Font launches his most aggressive attack yet on Joan Laporta, accusing him of mishandling Messi, bowing to Florentino Pérez and risking Barca's identity. Let me know in the comments. Do you believe Font or Laporta? And should Messi return in an official role? If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for more daily Barca transfer news, match updates and election drama. Visca Barca!